Boom, 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 boom. Have I mentioned how much I absolutely love this soundtrack? Anyway, hey everyone, what's up? I'm Blue Jack, that's Taylor. We're the Peopleorians,
Hi.
and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy!
And we're reminding you to not accidentally do the outro for the intro. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
So yeah,
Wait.
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, probably one of my favorite games to stream. It's mainly because it's got my favorite things, which is you're doing puzzles and you're reading a lot of dialogue.
Oh yeah.
And because you have a lot of colorful characters, you get to read a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a pretty great time.
All right, I got the chat on the right. I got
Oh shit! Right.
stream directly
Chat.
from you on the left.
I should make sure that my phone is on vibrate.
I got a tiny picture-in-picture on the top left that's just running the original Despicable Me for some reason.
As you do.
Editor, add that in. Except it's like really like low quality JPEG compression, so you can barely tell. Like it's like a smushed down GIF. I don't hear the music.
Well, that's because there is none yet. October 18th, Wright & Co. Law offices.
Preet and Ka. Law offices.
Twee and La. Push and pull. Whew! What a day.
Oh, those are the moon.
Yeah,
things,
from
right?
Avatar.
Eggmouth.
Moon and Ocean. Oh
There's
my
no
god!
time for relaxing, Nick. Sorry, I got the. Yeah, something wrong with my nose ear area.
Happens.
So you think? Oh, willpower. Ah, sorry. I stood up, but my mouse was still attached to my laptop.
What do you?
Still think WP's got a chance?
Kids WP. That was a WB joke. It was a Warner Bros. Reference. Remember Kids WB on Saturdays? That was fun. I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. Taylor? Oh, he's in the middle of moving locations, I think. I'm guessing that's what it seemed like, because he stood up and his mouse was attached. Or his audio just cut out. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened. Where the fuck did Taylor go? Ah, he's muted. He's currently muted. Probably a good reason for that. Maybe. I don't know.
Check. 1, 2, 3.
There you are.
Yeah, I accidentally. You know, I was saying that the mouse fell over.
Yeah, did it mute your mic when it did that?
No, I straight up somehow closed everything.
What?
I'm not sure.
What?
I think I must have. Yeah, hold on. Wait a minute.
Or no,
I know it
no.
hit the top right of the screen, but
Not
I had
muted.
another.
It says you're offline on the Discord.
Oh no, I set that so it doesn't beep boop while we're streaming.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I should probably do that too. Well, actually, I have all my shit muted, so it doesn't really matter. Anywho, the director and oh, that's your line.
Director and producer?
Yeah, them.
Oh, what are we doing here then? Let's hold on. Let me get that over there. Get to the studios. Hold on, I gotta move my setup over here.
Examine.
What?
Portrait. A poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster
Oh.
doesn't actually say the title of the movie.
Where did
What
that
the
come
fuck?
Oh,
It's a nice
like a
day
breeze going
outside.
through.
The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. What a freak.
They're gonna need to hire more staff because they only have the bellboy.
They have one bellboy and he's got a tray permanently glued to his hand somehow. That he takes with him to a courtroom. Did he trife like that? Did he trife with
Wait,
one
hold
hand?
on. No. He took the bus. It's Japan, so he could have taken like the subway or the bus or something. And I'm just just him on the edit in like that the little cutscene that plays when you take the subway in Spider-Man, but then just edit in like slightly Gaussian blurred bellboy in the background.
Just bellboy in the background of the subway. Spider-Man on the subway, just, hey, what's going on? I love the moments where Spider-Man is just straight up talking to a dude. Like, just having a conversation. Mia's favorite...
And there's the fake Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, and then there's the fake Spider-Man, that's fun. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Waterboarding!
Gross.
Yes, it is. There's a horrendous amount of illegal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. There's no way I could be a lawyer. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk, not Buddha. Buddha, you're blocking the monitor. I cannot read. Do you have to be here right now? You're a very beautiful kitty, but I'm doing a show here. Thank you. Actually, it's my desk now.
You need a little fence thing on the sides of your desk.
Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Alright,
having like a real office. I wonder if they have like a printer.
Look at her face! She's like, she's ready to kill.
The fact that when you go back, she just fades in. Oh, I think I looked it up and then I forgot it. The poster in Phoenix Wright's room.
Yeah? Oh.
I looked it up and then I forgot it, so I'm gonna have to look it up again.
Good job. What do you think we should do?
What do I... Huh? What? Why don't we do what you just... It's the asbestos in this room and it's causing short-term memory loss.
Read.
I'm not seeing it here. Oh, we gotta get the scoop on this direct. Yeah, right. The director and producer. I vaguely remember.
Right. That there's no point hanging out here. You hope we can get what? Oh.
I hope we can get further in this game because technically we had played this game, but like a zillion years ago, and so I'm hoping we can get to the point where we haven't played it before.
Oh yeah, because we never.
Hopefully it's not too.
Yeah, we were never able to get through the DLC because that was right when COVID started happening and we like weren't able to hang out anymore. We could now, it's just kind of easier to do it online now. But we gotta figure out a night for you to come over so that we can do streaming in person again though. But fucking... Yeah, we never managed to make it through the DLC, and it was on PlayStation, which was very frustrating to play, to stream online, which is why we were meeting up for it. But it's less frustrating to do through Discord because there's no lag on it.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing this again. Your line.
Oh, and I just looked Hold on, let me adjust the volume there. Also, I just looked it up, and there was like an old forum post where someone had like the screenshot, and they're like, "Hey, does anyone know what this poster actually is?" And sadly, and no one seems to know, which is also driving me nuts because I could have sworn that like somebody did track it down, where it was like it's like 4 or 5 people hang out in a bus. I think they're in a bus or like a streetcar or something, but
Riding on a bus.
oh man, that's gonna drive me nuts.
Frustrating.
All right, I'm putting all that away. Okay, that's what I've been saying. Let's go to those studios pronto. It would be be really funny if we go to Studio 2 and they just like spawn in. It's like, aha! Wait, were you here the whole time? No, we went out for lunch. Well, I guess we just missed each other.
I absolutely love that moment there where it's like, hey, what do you think we should do? And Maya's just like, the thing you just said that we should
Steel
do.
Samurai is... Sorry, the production of Steel Samurai reminds me of like one of those like comically overproduced podcasts where it's like, oh yeah, it's literally just like me and like a couple friends, or because Jeff and John have had this where they'd be talking with someone and they're like, oh yeah, I'm starting a podcast, and like it's a relatively small podcast, but they're like, yeah, I've been speaking with my producer, and it's like, why do you have a producer? What are they producing? There's no publishing like system that you need to go through for podcasts if you have like a website and stuff. Like, what are they doing? Establishing your copyright like stuff? Do they own the movie rights to your podcast? What do you mean by a producer?
Yeah, it's very strange.
I found a Traveler RPG podcast, and it's quite good, and it's the kind of thing that I kind of wanted to make, and technically there's room for that because its last episode was like 2017. So yeah, there's I was like, aw, and then I realized, oh well, that means the niche is open. Like, if someone's looking for a more recent podcast,
I need to find what.
I'm just gonna throw in that idea out there, though. I feel like if I'm gonna do a podcast, then I should start with your podcast idea with Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I think we should sort of make it that our sort of gimmick is that when we cover Star Wars, we cover like some of the cool, funky stuff that we discover and make up along the way.
Yeah, that could be cool. I feel
and
like
some of the funny observations, like, hey, the Yuuzhan Vong aren't. They seem like they have all this biotech stuff, but a lot of the species they have, like, were just like that back on their planet. So it's less like they're crazy bioengineers and more like they live on a Flintstones planet where it's like, hold on, my windshield wiper is a pterodactyl.
Dude,
it's a living.
Dude, I just watched the Clone Wars episodes with Krell in it, and I think I said this on our last stream, but like, fuck Krell. If you know Krell,
you said the last episode.
Yeah, if you know Krell, then you hate Krell. If you don't know Krell, you will hate Krell. What is up with Star Wars and like no cool characters being allowed to be good guys? Like, you have this character, this big hulking forearm dude.
Your original thing was just that they should allow cooler lightsaber designs for more good guys.
Yeah, but I'm even more mad because I saw Pong. Pong shows up and you don't... There's a twist with Pong. Yeah. It's not really much of a twist. You know from the beginning that he's kind of a bitch. But, like, he's a four-armed hulking brute dual-wielding double-sided lightsabers. And, of course, he's a bad guy. And it's like, that's the kind of shit that I want to see Jedi doing, but it's never a Jedi doing it. And the one time it is a Jedi doing it, he's also a bad guy.
I just realized that...
Like, what is up with it only being villains that have any kind of creativity at all?
I just realized that Pong Krell, his like sabotage is effectively like the villain version of malicious compliance, where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna command these forces, but just in the most ineffective way possible."
Yeah.
Up to and including like just stuff that would get me super court-martialed.
Oh yeah, and executed.
Regular
Like,
court, or
goddamn.
get me in regular court, or get me in criminal court, martial court, Hague, all
You
those
know,
courts.
the whole time I was watching Pog, I couldn't stop thinking, what if Anakin could
Pog!
Pog.
Said
I called it
Pog!
Pog. I said Pog. Pong. The whole time I was watching those episodes, I kept thinking, what if Anakin got to talk to this guy at the end of everything, you know? What if Anakin got to confront this guy, just force choke him for a minute, and, like, torture the shit out of him? Like, what would Anakin do to this motherfucker if he got to him before the end of the story?
I mean, that would be a grand irony if a Jedi who's turning Sith is is kicking the butt of a Jedi who technically didn't, or he was on his way to turning Sith, but like as like for like political reasons.
Yeah.
Which that would be there'd be sort of cosmic irony to that, where it's like, oh yeah, we're technically both turning Sith, but like we have vastly different reasons for doing so, and also you're also you disrespect the clones.
You disrespected my clones.
That's where I draw the line.
You disrespected the clones. You disrespected my my squad. You killed a bunch of my friends. I should. Like, holy shit.
I feel like the clones on Umbar probably that's gonna go in the Star Wars history books as like one of the worst campaigns for clones. God. because even outside of them having sabotage, deliberately bad management and such, they're also dealing with the Umbarans who are just way out there when it comes to what kind of like tech they use.
Oh yeah.
So they're just on this like dark, moody planet and dealing with like weird like worm tanks. Yeah. And they don't even have a good commander.
It's crazy shit. Also, Fives is my favorite clone after that story. Like, Fives really came into his own as a leader throughout that whole arc. It was amazing watching him. Anyway.
I was trying to find that guy who does videos on like sinking ships, but I was gonna say I would want someone like that who does like who does recaps of like famous battles or historical ships that sunk and stuff, and do a thing on like the campaign of Umbar, how it went, what happened, who was involved, what was the aftermath.
Yeah, be good. Your line.
It turns out we don't have enough information to make a case yet. We know who didn't do it, and we know who couldn't have done it, and we know, oh yeah.
But yeah, more stuff on the Umbar would be good. Umbar's a cool planet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday! Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened!
There's not enough information! Editor, add just a little bit of auto-tune so I sound even more like Duck from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Make it sound like Timon and Pumbaa. There's not enough information, and we don't have a clue!
No! Yeah, we went in very different directions.
Alright, I guess we'll go to Studio Main Gate, or Detention Center? What's at the Detention Center? Hi, it's the Lion Boy! That's, I don't know why that's what I called him. October 18th.
Because that's what I call him, because he's got like sort of a...
Yeah, he's got kind
like
of
a sun nimbus sort of like hairstyle.
Yeah, it looks like a lion. It looks like a lion's
Yeah, and he's got just a little bit of like fuzz on the sides, which like lions sometimes do.
I feel like he should have a higher shirt.
Yeah, and then he's got like the Zangief fluff. I think he's just smuggling a Tribble in here.
Looks like an alien from Jimmy Neutron.
I like how Tribbles are like a cultural touchstone, but just specifically for like a word for just a ball of fluff.
Yeah.
It's just one of those like easy references. It's just like people being like, ah, that Benjamin. It's like it's backwards. It's like the Benjamin Button disease, and it's like, yeah, that's a touchstone because there's a movie, and then everyone was like, ah, okay, that's a cool gimmick.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking Marcus from Borderlands feels a little Benjamin Button when you like play the first game and then see him in the third game. Holy shit.
Oh, does he? Maybe he had some work done.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the graphics. I don't know.
This is driving me nuts because on there we go. Maritime Horrors, I believe, was the one of the well. One, there's lots of YouTube channels that cover shipwrecks, but it was Maritime Horrors, and basically they cover shipwrecks. And one of them, I think they did for like April Fool's Day, was like the Nostromo or the Normandy or like one of the like spaceships,
Right.
and they even did it in the same style where it had like the little like black and white like outline of the ship in the thumbnail.
That's neat.
I keep forgetting that the Great Lakes are just so massive that like there are entire shipping lanes that go across them, and there are like there are a decent amount of shipwrecks in the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Because once a lake gets big enough, it's basically an inland sea. It has weather, it has waves, it has like
Yeah.
as soon as you're like over 7 miles from the shore, you can't see shore.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy shit. Mr. Wright. Thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth.
You can say that again. We got lucky to say the truth.
Let's not.
So WP.
Whoop! Call him
So
Whoop!
white phosphorus.
So Whoop! What's up?
That's a wet ass plaintiff.
Oh no. So what else plankton?
I guess I found that way funnier. Oh wait, no, the plaintiff would be the other person. Sorry, he'd be WD. He'd be wet ass defendant. Do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
A
Did you see
wad.
any shady fellas?
A wad.
Any guys with sort of like blurry
A
faces?
wad, if you will. What else, defendant?
Oh no! I saw this. A friend of mine sent me a TikTok like a year ago, and I could never find it again. But it's someone who does like music video bits, but like in Animal Crossing. But it was like the meme version of WAP, where it was WAP spliced in with like a General Electric like dryer commercial.
Right.
And then that, but then overlaid with just them like doing laundry in Animal Crossing, and it just said, "That's some wet ass laundry." Certified GE dryer, 7 days a week, the largest in the industry. I wish I could find it, but yeah. Hmm.
Sorry, but no.
Editor, put in the Phelan Porteous episode where he opens the closet and then it's him in like a Sadako wig and he says 7 days and he just goes no and then like throws an entire folding chair into the closet and it cuts to him being smushed by a folding chair.
Great
Can you help? Sorry, but no.
Great continuity.
See, there's only like one type of like danger to actors that I can accept, and it's when it's a one person team. It's like the same. There's only one person who's writer, director, actor, special effects, and so they don't have like a stunt person or CGI or anything, and so when they throw a chair and then they have to cut to them being hit by the same chair. I hope he didn't actually hurt himself while doing that. It looked really funny. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. Like if you saw some mobster-looking guys, or or if you opened a closet and they told you how long you had to live, and you just said no and hit him with a chair.
No.
No. Oh, I'm gonna have to show you that after the stream.
Yes, you are. I need to watch. I need to watch. I need to watch that guy again. Phaelus.
Phelan Porteous.
Phelan Porteous. He's fun. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow.
I'm gonna need the comment section to tell us which episode that was, though, because here's the thing: I don't know for sure which of his zillions of reviews that was.
Maybe just look up that clip. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like,
man, what? Dude, that Game Grumps image. I love it when the Game Grumps get sponsored because their advertisements are just the dumbest shit. And one of them,
editor, add in when Aaron crosses the room in like freaky like stop motion and then like punches the guy and then he is launched backwards in stop motion.
That's so dumb. He's like so angry at him. Just stop motion punches the guy.
Yeah, just subscribe to Grape Crate. They'll send you a single grape in the mail every month.
Oh man. Yes.
Oh man.
Good shit. Cardboard cutout.
I need to put the YouTube away. I'm not gonna find that clip without more brain power. But I am streaming right now.
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it after this. This guard monitors the visitors' room. Does he? He looks like he's not even real. Smile for the camera.
Do a slow zoom in on the guard's face with like just a little bit of tilt, and then add like some like nightcore music and just a little bit of like color on the edges of the screen. It's like
oh my god. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them.
Today's testimony, she didn't say they were often hanging around.
The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess.
You know, I'm being all goofy about like how small the cast is because like you in Phoenix Wright, I think one of the tricks is to avoid too many red herrings. They just make sure that there aren't too many characters just around in the background who don't have to do with anything. That's probably why like places feel barren. You know, like the bellboy is like the only employee, and it's like, well, yeah, that way you don't mistakenly go, one of the 7 different housekeepers or whatever may have done this or whatever.
Yeah, I guess
like,
that makes sense.
And that sort of makes sense, especially because you have to do the art for all the sprites. But it got me thinking, like, you know, what if I'm like roasting how small this production is, but like that's how some shows are actually made, and that like I'm just not aware of these like Skeleton Crew shows. Like I don't know how many people actually worked on something like the original like proto Power Rangers, like the original like Super Sentai style shows. But I gotta imagine it has like a handful of people. Like it's gotta have like a key grip or something, right?
Right. You think I don't know what a key grip is? You're a best boy at best. At best.
Editors just put in like a low res screenshot of what's her name, Nguyen. Just a screenshot.
Was the director present at the morning run through? Yes.
Oddly enough,
yes,
because I remember because I remember like the scene where they establish how to pronounce her surname, I forgot her first name because it's been a while, and yet I remember her surname because
that's the main girl, isn't it? Fuck. What's
Dana?
No, Daniel. No. Does it start with the?
Because
Fuck,
when
that's
and it's
gonna drive me
because I
crazy.
knew people. It's a fairly common surname, I believe. Nguyen, but it's spelled in English. It looks like Nguyen,
Dude,
like
that.
Ngui.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I was always confused by that name, and I never knew someone with that name like personally, so I didn't know how it was pronounced.
Man,
And yeah,
that's a cool name. That BoJack was a great show. If y'all ain't watched BoJack, go watch
there's a
it.
lot of learning moments in BoJack Horseman.
There's a lot of
Like learning about asexual people,
yeah.
or how to pronounce Nguyen, or how to recognize Margot Martindale.
No, I appreciate Todd. I appreciate Todd's whole story arc because, like, I had only recently learned that asexual people existed also, and I
If you have
had
to get
no
married on a boat,
idea if,
no,
like,
you're really hung up on this nautical thing.
you really hung up on this nautical thing. So seeing Todd and BoJack Horseman being like, "Oh yeah, no, we date. We just don't fuck. It's fine, whatever." Like, that was really cool to see.
The gag of like how they're her like his asexual girlfriend's like whole family is the opposite of like a, oh hey, don't have sex. They're the opposite, where they're just like
Yeah.
all very sexual. They like ran like a, what was it, like a family like lube company or something. They had just like barrels of it around the house.
Oh my god, dude, we have to focus on the game. We keep
I'm
getting
sorry.
distracted.
It became like a harem anime, except like with an asexual main character. It was just like, I don't want to deal with this.
Dude.
But and so there's the tension of him being like, I don't know how to explain this, but like, I'm asexual. I'm just not sexual. And it doesn't have anything to do with my brain or boats or anything.
It's just I don't like touching people. Just don't be weird.
in a sexual manner, at least. I know plenty of asexual people who like touch, just not sexual.
No, Sam's the only one who don't touch anyone. Sam from Death Stranding. Just that guy. Anyway, I've really hung up on Death Stranding right now. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the
just like the timefall happens and you see like the weird like tar whale, and Sam's just like, you're really hung up on this whole nautical thing.
You're really hung up on this. Hey, what'd you get for your birthday? I got older. Timefall.
Oh my god. Oh, guys, we figured it out. We figured out why no one's having children. They're all nautical themed.
They're all nautical themed.
They're all nautical asexuals. Specifically.
Oh my god.
Sorry for interrupting so much. He was doing something.
Anyway,
directing.
Anyway, he was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see. Sniff. Whose side is he on?
Wonder.
Whose side is she on?
I do wonder, like, how many, like, what's the word, like, court wins or whatever makes you like a big lawyer. Because I imagine what we imagine is a high number is like way overinflated.
Well, see, when I think big,
it's kind of like flying aces, where like, oh, taking down like 5 enemy pilots is actually like a huge number, but like in video games, you do like dozens of those.
See, when I think big lawyer, I think Saul Goodman.
I feel like I haven't even seen the show. I still haven't seen the show.
I've seen some of the show, but I'm
But
not caught
all
up
I
with
know
it.
is
I
that
need to watch it.
the picture of Saul Goodman with his hands out and just the caption, like, I feel like he is like "Hear me out" .jpeg, where like it's like, hold on, let me explain this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No,
The bellboy was also there.
no, I sure hope not. And I'm Javert.
Editor, take all the background pictures from the previous studio shots and then like Photoshop in the bellboy into the background. And like it's in black and white and a little bit tilted and it zooms in and it's like, he was there the whole time.
October 18th, 2:16 p.m. Global Studios main gate.
No one's here.
Right now that they have Miss Oldbig in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her. She left her donuts.
Eat them!
I always have spare room for donuts.
Same. I could always eat a donut. I could never not eat a donut.
You see, I have a special pouch attached to my backpack that allows me to store more donuts.
I've got that.
But I wasn't going to eat them. I was just going to observe them.
No, I've got the backpack set up that you have in Death Stranding, and it's just all of the boxes are just donuts. I snack on them to keep me energized, to keep me porting items.
I've yet to find an item that takes up like a 1x1 slot, but now I'm just imagining like just a donut that's kind of smushed in there.
Just a donut.
I was gonna eat them.
I was.
Gordon, look, donuts.
Look, Gordon, a donut. The computer that runs the studio security cameras, huh? Looks like it's been turned off for that day. Neat.
I just realized that it would be funny if you had a game like this where it's like, oh, the camera takes picture every time you go past it, and the second time you check it, it's like, huh, there's another picture. This could be important evidence, and it's just you walking by from earlier that day.
October 18th, Studio One entrance.
Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe is in here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
And he's tall, so that's a lot of paperwork. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about? I remember the first time we would play this, I felt very silly that I didn't consider Studio 2 just because of how, what's the word? Like, people don't really talk about it much, and so I keep thinking, oh well, if I'm not worried about the key grip or whatever for Steel Samurai, I shouldn't be worried about Studio 2. And it's like, nope, you should be worried about Studio 2.
Studio
It's
2
important.
matters a lot. Studio 2 is a very big deal.
Pants
actually.
being too long, not a big deal. Studio 2, very big deal.
Very big deal.
Remember that Studio 2 we heard about the trial?
Oh
today?
wait, yeah. Do you read that already, huh?
Down the path with the fallen tree, right?
The fallen tree. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Maybe one of them was holding the spear, and then the wind knocked the branch over, and it decapitated the monkey statue, and it knocked someone over, and the spear hit the guy, Jack Hammer, and it was a complete accident. They tried to cover it up by moving his body. I don't know.
That sounds like one of those moments in Lizzie McGuire where like something completely bizarre happens and like the parents walk in and is just like, a monkey came in and went nuts and busted my lamp and he just left. They're like, no the fuck they didn't.
So like a Phineas and Ferb type situation.
Yeah, something like that.
I knew someone who was like I like Phineas and Ferb is technically well made and has good jokes and stuff, but I can't stand it because I uh I don't like that what's her name? Candace. I don't like that Candace is never like listened to by her mom. like like it just hit too close to home for them, and I'm like, oh, so sad.
uh, did you read that already?
There's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
Let's move to Studio 2.
Studio Dos.
El Doce. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance.
They got the bus. This is Studio 2?
It's the Doom Patrol bus. I thought so.
Yeah, you got your Doom Patrol bus and your Doom Patrol outdoor boiler?
Yeah,
The
sure,
heck?
why not? I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
That'd be a perfectly normal thing to see in Doom Patrol.
Yeah, it's what kind of Yandere simulator situation is this where you just have like an incinerator just like lying around?
uh,
All right, hold on. Let me shuffle over here. Doesn't really look much like a studio, does it?
no, that it does not.
Hey, there's a trailer over there. That's quite a generous interpretation for trailer. I mean, it functions as a trailer, but
I mean, I guess.
but in the same way that like there are those like neighborhoods that are technically trailer parks, but like you can only tell because like there's wheels somewhere under the house.
Right, right. It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer.
Hey, that's what I was saying. Are we sure this is a studio? No, it's a Firewatch station. It's just very short.
uh.
Nick,
Ah!
let's go inside.
You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked.
Let's break in. Oh, shucks.
Maya, no!
Check out the window. Check out the railings.
On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set.
You always gotta, in murder mysteries, you always gotta check the railings. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Speaking of railing, down and to the right, next to the little rose bed.
Hey, what's that? There's some flowers here.
Oh, so pretty. Taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous.
Yeah, that fence looks really... It's just very sharp.
Yeah, and that one's is bent.
And it's bent.
What do you think that's about, Taylor, huh?
Yeah, it sort of makes sense. Yeah. And if someone got stabbed on that and then hit with the... what's the word? They got hit by that, and then they cleaned up the place, moved the body, and then just stabbed the guy with the samurai spear, maybe.
Right, right. These look like materials for making a movie set.
Barrels, crates, logs. I've been sitting here for quite some time. Someone should call Brush and Bulky or something. Might as well be a junkyard. Luckily, they're filming more Walking Dead episodes, so those are going to be really popular.
So it was a perfect set, honestly. Oh my god.
Do you ever feel like some cities, like, or mayors or something, get insulted when like someone wants to film in one of their neighborhoods because they're filming like something post-apocalyptic, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this place has like really crappy roads. Let's film here."
Oh,
like sometimes
dude.
it's like on location. Like I read an article, and for the Last of Us show, they just like filmed a bunch of actual Boston locations and then added a ton of CGI sort of swathed on top of it. And some bits were done with bits of sets and CGI, but some of it was done like on actual locations with the buildings, and they just sort of emboldened them up in post. But whenever I see like, I just think it's really funny where it's like, oh, this location is supposed to be like, a beat up part of town in like a third world country, and it's just like, a back lot somewhere, or it's like somewhere near a back lot in like Los Angeles. There's gotta be someone who's like, "Ah, yeah, we really should fix those roads."
A light van for moving stuff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive. But not too fast, because I still want to crash.
Sure, if I had a license. How do you not have a license,
Nick, you don't have a driver's license? Man passed the bar exam, but not the car exam.
But look, I have this.
Where are you showing your attorney badge, Nick?
To prove that I'm smart even though I don't have a driver's license, which fair,
Look,
yeah,
you passed
but
the bar
also
exam,
how?
not the car exam.
Yeah, Phoenix feels like someone who would be driving though, so that's weird.
Funnily enough, though, with a van like that, you might need a commercial driver's license, depending on how many, I think, seats or what weight it has. I think it's the overall weight.
Probably true.
Yeah, because like if you drive shuttles and stuff.
Yeah. An
it is an incinerator.
An incinerator. Apparently, they just put this one in. It's for the corpses that you gotta dispose of before they necrotize and cause a void out.
Of course. we're really hung up on this Death Stranding.
You're really.
Wait a minute. I know what it's for. It's just for getting rid of like I guess like bits of garbage or props and stuff. Yeah. I guess if depending on how difficult it is to get the get all of your, I don't know, sawdust or whatever off the set, it might be easier to burn it. I don't know.
Oh. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much.
Oh, and there's
looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left
on
the plates.
Or one Ponkrell.
Or one Ponkrell.
He's got 2 plates.
Ponkrell. I'm picturing him with like a plate at a plate on both sides, right? And just like a fork on each side. Just no. Yeah. That's how I would eat if I was Ponkrell. Dude, can we get another Ponkrell species with double-sided lightsabers? Because that's such a cool idea. And it was wasted. It was wasted on this guy.
Editor, add in a wasted from GTA in front of the screen, a little zoom in and the blur and the little sound.
It's just
hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
It's the moment with Dogma and Krell, like after he shoots him, just wasted.
Dude, can you? Now I want someone to edit a bunch of those where it's like. Where just like they just add a, I don't know, GTA wasted to just some type of Clone Wars character.
Just any time a character dies.
Not any time. It's gotta be in good taste.
No, just any time a non-named clone gets killed. Wasted.
Dude, imagine if you had like the source files for
Clone or a named clone, because a lot of named clones get killed too, but that's the only time you see them.
Imagine if you took like the character models from Clone Wars and you like recreated a scene, but every time a clone dies, instead of doing like a sort of like cowboy oof and like they fall over, they just like Gary's mod ragdoll off the map.
Of course, as you
like
do.
Everything is like hand animated except for the ragdoll, which is just like loaded in with the physics engine. There's a guy who does that where he does like motion capture, but he was like, yeah, I do the motion capture, which is why my animations, my body animations are so fluid, but I kept hurting my butt when doing all these like falling over animations, and the pressure difference kept giving me headaches. Right. So I decided that I would animate with mocap, but if I needed to fall over, I would just like load that in like Gary's mod and then summon up like a crate and move it really fast, and it would knock the character back.
As you do.
Uh,
Uh,
hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
what is it with you with steaks around here?
And there's always room for steak. I have an extra pouch on my backpack for steak.
An extra
Something
container.
I have an extra pouch on my backpack for burgers.
I have a container that I attach here to my shoulder, and it's just my my shoulder bacon, you know, just just Sam running to
Something
one of his like delivery sites, just pulls a strip of bacon out of his shoulder container.
it's like a magazine. It's like a bullet magazine where no, it's like one of those like straw dispensers where if you take out a strip of bacon, another one sort of like spring loads into
Yeah,
place.
I
They're like
want that.
comically even and like the same size. But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd. Oh, there's two. Wait, how many chairs?
The fact that there's two plates. I don't know.
Yeah, scoot the camera to the right a little bit. Can you do
Uh,
that?
oh, you mean like scoot to the right, like?
Yeah. There we go. Okay, yeah, there's two chairs. This place is locked up. It's very they say it's dusty, but it doesn't have like just stuff lying around. It's relatively neat, except for that the plates are just there. Oh, did you check the windows?
Well, I can't click on them.
Oh,
They're not.
they're their own. They're the same section.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
unclick. Well, cause like I did click on them already.
Hmm.
Uh,
Look at the let's see,
so it
incinerator,
looks like
band,
there's not a
plates,
lot
glasses, chairs,
to.
road thingy, trees, that sign that
Let's.
says two. Can I show this trailer my badge?
Hey, trailer! Look, check it out. I got a
Why is he
badge.
using his badge on the trailer? Wait until the door's locked. We'll just wait until he goes away.
I'll just wait until it comes. I can't even
Scared.
present my badge. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot I can do here. So I guess let's move back to Studio One. I don't. Hmm. Very confused. October 18th, Studio One.
I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it is a
It's
murder
filming on Mount
scene.
Fuji.
Mount
I
Fuji.
want to go someplace else. Nick?
Ah.
Okay, we
Examine.
go wire, get the evil magistrate. Whoa! There's a bunch of stuff that we... No.
Looks like a
Thought we had
back
clicked this
for
before.
stage. This must be. Oh yeah, we've clicked this. We've clicked
Of
this stuff
course!
last time, didn't we?
That's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama.
Yeah, Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there?
Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo.
How is it old if it's Neo? What?
Dominion Tank Police.
What does that mean? All right.
It's always yeah, just
I think
Dominion Tank Police.
I think we're gonna call it here.
Oh, okay. Oh man,
Oh
I
man.
think next we might run into the assistant, but
Yeah, it's
yeah,
either
I
the
think we're
assistant or
narrowing
that
it
kid with the
down.
sword. It's one of them.
The funky thing is that like sometimes the person who committed the crime is like right there off the bat, but sometimes it's like this where it feels like what's the word? Like you don't like not every mystery has the culprit what's the word, show up in the first act or whatever. Sometimes you really have to work for it where it's like, oh, we probably because the way that it's set up, technically the first act is like you're gathering It's usually like the first act you're like gathering evidence. The second act is making sure that the person who is accused isn't actually the one who did it. And the third act is like flipping the script and being
Yeah.
like, aha, we got to figure out we figured out who actually did it.
Yeah. Wait.
Which is not my job as a defense lawyer, but you know what?
Yeah, I
I
was
go
gonna
above and
say.
beyond.
I was gonna say, Phoenix ends up prosecuting a lot of people for being a defense attorney.
I do like the dynamic there where during their hyper efficient trials, they can only last like 3 days, and it's like, well, we got to convict someone. It's like, all right, well, we're going to scrounge around for evidence, and it's just really funny when it's like when like Edgeworth goes through all this trouble, and then he'll be like, hey, wait a minute, this guy did do it. All right, Your Honor, this guy definitely did it. I give up.
Yeah, I love that moment where Edgeworth realizes, like, oh wait, fuck, I'm backing the wrong horse. Nope, I'm out. I'm backing out. I'm done.
Editor, add in Ferb at debate camp. He's right, Your Honor. Your judges, he's right.
Judges, he's right. Thank you. You've completely
Changed my whole
my
worldview. Thank you. It's such a good gag. You can go find that clip on YouTube. It's very good. But
anyway, thank you so much for watching our stream. I've been Lou Jack.
Yep. I've been Taylor.
And I'm reminding you to take care.
Stay awesome.
Clone your wars.
And star your destroyers.
Bye!
Bye bye.
And strand your deaths or whatever. Deliver your packages.
And your weapon is just like a paracord, but it's called a strand.
It's just a.
Because everything is strands.
It's just a paracord. Everything is strands in this game.